Welcome back to Geeks 40k. So, doing a new vlog tonight for the Horus Heresy for Geeks 30k, as we're calling it. We're going to do a little playlist. So, in there, we're going to do some Horus Heresy battle reports. I have a lot of friends in Portal that collect Horus Heresy, and myself and Robin are thinking of starting down the dark path of Forge World miniatures and starting our own Legion up. So one of the big questions I had to ask myself was which Legion. Now, if you've watched the Horus Heresy top 5 novels video that I did in December and the Horus Heresy Weekender videos that I did back in, I think, February, March, at the start of the year, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the Ultramarines in 30k. I love the way they're portrayed in the books. I love Gulliman. I think it's absolutely fantastic Legion. So that is the Legion that I've decided to go with. I've decided to do an Ultramarines 30k army. So what I thought I would do is a little project for this army, which is every time that I paint up a unit, I will have an unveiling video like this and then show you the finished article or part of the finished article, and then the next time you'll see it should be hopefully on the battlefield, so you will get to watch my army grow and progress over time as I add to it. So this is a side project for me, he says. I've said that before in my Space Wars and then very quickly ended up with 2,500 points. So we'll have to see how it goes. So I've made 2 purchases for my Ultramarines army. So I'm going to show you both of them now, what I've brought, and then hopefully show you one of them finished painting at the end of the video. Okay then guys, so my first purchase from Ultramarines is my Ultramarines Invictus Suzerain, yeah, squad, however you pronounce that. So I've taken some bits out of here already because I really want to show you these guys. So let's start with the bodies. Move that out of the way. So these are the Ultramarines armour, if I can get them in focus. There we go then. So really cool. A lot of detail on these, as there always are with the Forge World miniatures, especially when it comes to their 30k stuff. So the Ultramarine logo on the guy on the right on his chest, then he's got the laurels going up across his straps, across his chest. Absolutely brilliant. I can't wait. I have to admit, I'm really looking forward to getting started to paint these. I have already started to paint up some Ultramarines. In fact, I have an allied detachment now of Ultramarines for my Space Wolves. They haven't been on the channel yet in a battle report. They have been on the Dark Artisan channel. When I took on the Tyranids with my Space Wolves, they were on there. So the reason I've done an Ultramarines attachment for my Space Wolves, because if you read the Horus Heresy books, you'll know that during the Unremembered Empire, a squad of Space Wolves were sent out to watch Gulliman and watch the Ultramarines for all sign of heresy. So in the 40k, I've kind of flipped that bit of fluff, and the Ultramarines are now watching the Space Wolves. So it's kind of reverse of that. So I have some practice in painting Ultramarines, but when you look at the detail on some of these guys, like the eagle there on his belt, and again the laurels going up across his chest, it's going to be really interesting to paint. I'm kind of thinking a lot of it's going to be like blue and gold and stuff. So that's really cool. So that's three of the bodies. The others are pretty much the same. What shall I show you next? Oh, the heads. The heads are gorgeous. So these are the heads that come with the Invictus squad. Now, the rest of the Ultramarines look quite Roman, but I have to admit, they, to me, look very Greek, very Spartan-esque. So, I'm quite, again, I'm really looking forward to painting these up. It's going to be quite tricky getting into them eye slots to get the detail on them, considering how far back behind the eagle they are. But yeah, looking forward to getting into them. Not much cleaning up, actually, to do on these Forge World miniatures. I'm quite impressed. A little bit to do. So, the shields. I need to show you the shields. So basically, these are 2 of them. So you have got the sword and the Ultramarine symbol on there. I'm kind of thinking that that's all to do with Gulliman and the fact that he's a fan of swords. Maybe he has a big collection of different gladiuses and swords and things. So I'm thinking that's probably what's represented on these storm shields here. I also like the fact that you have got written in the background all the worlds, well, a lot of the worlds from Calth, so from the Crag system. So you got Crag at the top, you got Calth at the bottom, and loads of the other planets behind as well. So that is pretty cool. I really do like that. The axes that they come with These are so cool. These are sweet. They're so well done considering how much little resin there is here. But they've all got McCrag written on them and they've got the eagle at the top. So they're going to be nicely buried into some word bearers or some world eaters' skulls. Slight revenge for the destruction of Calth. Some sweet revenge. Yeah, let's kill him with something with McCrag written on them. That's going to be cool. The other three shields are there. So these are slightly different. These are a bit more ornate, got a bit more detail on them. But again, you've still got the worlds of the system in the background. Bolters and plasmas. There. These are rounded because they actually go on the inside of the shield. So they are their boarding shields. So that is... Oh, one more thing I want to show you from this squad actually is their one shoulder pad, which is the eagle. So it goes on their shoulder. Just in case you're not sure that they're Ultramarines as they come running at you, they've got a massive great big eagle on their shoulder pad. So my plan is to go off and paint one of these up and show you at the end of this video. But just quickly, I thought I would show you my other purchase. I have been and brought Reboot Gulliman. Of course I have. So I've taken his body out of the box already to show you because this guy is very Romanesque. Look at all that detail, look. So I have had some experience of painting up Ultramarines, but this is going to be a whole new challenge. And the reason I'm going to do my Invictus squad first is basically that marble. That marble scares the hell out of me. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but I'm sure I'll think of a way of doing it. So, like I said, I'm going to go off now and clean up one of these Invictus squads and then film it once I've painted to show you guys and it's finished. And the next time you'll see that squad hopefully be on the battlefield, and then hopefully I'll do another video once Gulliman is finished. So, what will be mere seconds for you might be a week and a bit for me, but I'll see you in a sec. Okay then guys, so just under a week I've managed to paint up my very first Ultramarines Invictus squad member. So 1 down and 4 to go. So I'm going to very quickly show you this guy. So I'm not going to say I'm the best painter in the world, but I'm quite happy with this guy and how he's turned out. So we've got the Ultramarine shield there with the logo and then his bolter hidden behind it. Managed to get into his eyes, if I can get him into focus. Managed to get the red into his eyes there, and you can see the detail on his chest still. He's 13 on his belt, his McCrag axe. His base I've kind of done a bit differently to how I would normally do it. It's a little bit of stone, followed by some bigger stone, followed by a Space Marine helmet on the bottom there. So he's kind of standing over one of his fallen battle brothers, waiting to get revenge for the death of one of the Ultramarines. So there you go guys, that is the first one that I've painted up. So, and you can still make out the writing on the shot. Honestly, I'm quite happy with how this guy's turned out. I'm quite impressed with myself. So there you go. So that's the very first one painted up. I've got 4 more to do. So the idea is the next time you see this squad when they're fully painted up will be on a battle report. But the next miniature I have to paint up is Gulliman, which is when these guys have all been finished. So I might show you them once they're all done. Give you a bit of a sneak peek before they do actually finally hit the battlefield. And then obviously I'll show you Gulliman once he's painted up as well. So there you go then guys. So that is the first video in my Ultramarine 30k army. That's my very first painted up Ultramarine miniature for my new force. So keep an eye out for some more content coming soon. We are going to be doing a battle rep very soon for 30k, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you soon.